Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the S-Team Podcast. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week, as usual, not as ever, he's co-hosted the podcast before, it's Matty Hungry Morris.
Hungry? Wait, isn't the track...
Yeah. How are you, Matt?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. You may have noticed a lack of noise.
And idioticness, if that's a word.
I was being nice. Mikey's not here. I believe he's hunting Pokemon.
I believe he couldn't be asked getting out of bed.
But I don't know, but I know he's hunting Pokemon from what he's told us, so...
Hi, Mikey, from another side of the internet. Hello.
As Queen once famously sung, the show must go on. But we've got an interesting podcast, so to speak, this week, I think. You've got a review at some point, haven't you?
I have a movie review.
Yeah. Just for the record, people, I'm no longer doing movie reviews. It'll be down to Matty and Mikey if they're going to do movie reviews anymore.
Hey!
I've decided I'm not going to do that. Another thing is, with big game releases coming out now, I'm no longer going to review games after 1 week. No, you two can do it, I don't mind, but I'm going to spend 2 weeks doing it.
I was actually going to say a month, because 1 week we're too hyped up about it. Second week we've got stuff doing, and if we're still hyped up about it the third week, then we deserve to give it a good review. Take Just Cause for an example. I got bored of it after a couple of months. Or a month.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a month, that's far too long.
It's not 3 weeks.
I'm doing 2.
Oh,
I'm doing 2 for big ones. For small ones, I'm still doing the 1.
okay.
It just depends. I mean, for F1, you know you're going to only need to play it for 2 weeks before you know what it's going to be. Even a week, you could get away with it.
Day.
Yeah.
If the practice is...
Stuff like FIFA will take longer.
Not in Mikey's case. If he rage quits on the first day, we'll know what his
We'll
score
know it's
is.
a good game. But I've got a song for you, Matt. You'll have... Obviously, you've got no aid. Although, to be fair, he is the aid.
Me.
So, he is the aid. But here's the song, I'm going to play it, and it's quite a long intro, so I'm going to just turn it down so the microphone doesn't quite pick it up. You'll know it in a minute when it kicks in, hopefully. I swear to God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know it.
Everyone's heard it.
I think I do. I am right in saying, I'll just double check. But that is... I wonder if it is Daft Punk's still most successful song. I'm not sure about...
Still hear it or not?
No, I think Get Lucky's the biggest one, which he did with Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
And then this is the second one, because this has got 99 million views. For those of you that didn't quite hear it, which you probably wouldn't be able to, that was One More Time. And can the young Morris, on his own, guess what year that came out?
I'm thinking early 2000s. I'm thinking...
Can he get his first proper song?
No, I doubt it. 04.
04 you're going with?
Yeah.
You
Damn it.
locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in 04.
Locked in 04, it was 2000.
Was it?
Released as a single in 2000, featured on their album in 01.
I was actually going to say 01 first, then changed.
Always go with instinct,
Damn it.
But,
Even Mike would have got it wrong.
yeah, what would he do? Done? He'd have just gone like one side of you, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But anyway, we got some news this week. Obviously, there's been more terrorist attacks.
Ugh.
Don't worry, I'm not talking about it. But was it a terrorist attack in Germany? Did they confirm it as a
There was a
terrorist?
shooting, I think.
Was it?
Or was it an axe attack?
I'm
One of
not.
the
I know it was a shooting.
There was another one, I think, then. There was 2. There was one in a shopping centre in Munich.
Yeah, and that, yeah.
And there was one on a train as well.
They might be both then. The world's gone to cock.
Yeah.
Brexit, vote leave.
But saying that, look on the bright side, Mikey's not taking the piss. Instead, I'm taking the piss out of you, Mike. You can hear me. I know.
But we are going to talk about some British news.
Ooh,
it's to do with the most favourite thing that Britons hate,
Sun.
but love to moan about.
Sun.
Love to moan about, but hate it. We all have done it at some point.
Love it but hate it.
Something we moan about regularly.
Traffic?
Think of another word for traffic.
Congestion.
Another word.
Cars.
Queuing.
Okay.
Apparently...
Hey, we're the best country at it.
We are. Apparently, at the port of Dover, motorists are continuing to face long tailbacks through Kent due to delays with French border checks. Apparently, the government has said UK officials helped at French border patrols overnight and remain on standby after motorists suffered, and I'm quoting this here, extraordinary disruption, with some queuing up for 14 hours. That's just like...
Imagine the sleep you could get with that, but then people jump queue. Ooh,
delays began apparently on Friday night and could last up till Monday.
Jesus Christ.
On Sunday morning at the port of Dover, this morning by the way, said passengers travelling from the A20 were still experiencing road delays of up to 2 hours, and on the A2 up to half an hour, which is basically a walk in the park. And I just, like, is this because everyone is either A, on holiday and wanting to go to France, or B, everyone who's on holiday and now wants to get out of France?
Both.
I just, like, 14 hours. I mean, the longest queue I've ever been in my life was 2.5. And that was...
Would you count an airport delay queue?
Yeah.
4 hours.
But in a car...
Oh, half an hour, Mikey. That was the longest half hour.
Yeah, 2.5. I mean, I didn't find it too bad, but 2.5 hours. I mean, 14 hours for some people. Apparently, police said disruption... here we go. Police said disruption had been caused by the vast volume of holiday traffic, caused the delays caused by heightened security at the border brought in following the recent attacks in France. Apparently, though, French border control booths in Dover were seriously understaffed on Friday night. Everyone's been out on the piss.
Reminds me of some other place that's understaffed. Inside joke.
Slide eggs. But spokeswoman apparently at the port of Dover added that the UK recognised the security pressures that the French law enforcement organisations were under at Dover. But if you're understaffed, because apparently I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but apparently they're supposed to be well paid jobs.
What?
Border control, apparently, from what I've heard. I don't know if it's true.
I think they are.
They would be, wouldn't they? Because you're
you have to be
effectively...
trained very well.
Hmm.
It's not like a tunnel fucking job where you just sit there and look. You want to go through the tunnel? Okay.
You want to go through the tunnel? You tunnel go through you.
You pay me first.
People still pay. But there are still, for anyone who's been living in a rock, or under a rock rather, like there are immigrants, illegal immigrants, still trying to get over to our own country on homemade boats. You know, that's just the level of situations going on in the world at the minute. But
and Mikey's too busy playing Pokemon Go.
Made in Japan. Speaking of made in, people say we don't make anything anymore. That's not true.
We make dumb people.
We make dumb people. That is well played. We make technology nowadays. We've still got a reasonable car industry.
We make
like
F1 cars.
We make 8 out of 11 teams in the F1 grids cars.
And we make the ECUs for the Indy cars.
Technology, yeah. Well, now we're making Facebook's drones.
Why do Facebook need drones? It's not like they're going to attack people like incoming fat boy, incoming fat boy.
I'm hoping. Hopefully, they'll explain why drones are on in this thing. But apparently, in a warehouse in Somerset, secretly placed. So if you go past the A4, you've gone too far. But the latest phase in Facebook's bid for world domination has been taking shape, which is effectively what it is. They are what they're really doing is they're trying to make their social network expand to people in developing countries. So really poor countries such as Somalia would be a good example. It's called Project Aquila, and it involves building a solar-powered aircraft, which if you're making planes out of solar power, that's a good idea. That's one of the places where I think solar power is a genius idea.
High up.
High up, yeah. Which will fly for months at a time above remote places, beaming down an internet connection. Which I think is a really good idea.
Goodbye, BT. Goodbye, Talk Talk.
I've got a story about BT in a minute, actually. At the end of June, the first aircraft produced in the warehouse on an industrial estate in Bridgewater, so if you've gone to Leicester, you're in the wrong county, was dismantled and taken in pieces to Arizona, where it was reassembled. And apparently, this Project Aquila has the wingspan of a Boeing 737. If you don't know how wide a Boeing 737
Wait, they're
is...
making drones that big?
Yeah. Well, if you're going to put it in a remote area, it's got to be quite big.
I guess.
So if you don't know how big a 737 wingspan is, put your arms out, take a magic cookie, right, and then it's that big. And it stayed...
Say it's the size of 2 double-decker buses.
Huge, innit? Yeah. It stayed airborne for 90 minutes and performed quite well. And bear in mind, though, these things only weigh a third of a typical family car. So let's take a full Mondeo. It's a third of a Mondeo, which is about, 1,600 kilos, so I'd say about 500 kilos. That's quite friggin' light.
That's like 5 of me.
Anyone who knows maths will be able to work out how heavy Matty is.
It's muscle, not fat, by the way.
The fragile structure did suffer some damage, though, when it landed in a stony field somewhere short of the runway. When you see that sign, Made in Britain...
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
It's like that IT crowd in joke. Just like the Moss picks up the cupboard, it breaks, he goes, oh, and he looks at the Made in Britain. Ah!
How did it land? It just...
Apparently it just landed in a stony field way short of the runway.
Why did it make it... You know, like those little... what is it? Those little helicopter type things you can buy? The foamy stuff. They have like the propellers underneath.
Oh, do you mean just like normal little helicopters?
Like,
RC helicopters?
Yeah, they should do that. So they can just, like a Harrier, like...
But they can't, like... Well, normally what the plan is when this gets rolled into production, they're going to land on grass. Which in remote areas, more than likely going to be a lot of grass or sand. But apparently they said eventually they'll fly at about between 60 and 90,000 feet. Above conventional air traffic, so... expect in a couple of years' time to see plane crashes in the middle of the sky thanks to Facebook. Just tweeting, ruffle, plane gone down.
No, in 50 years, you're going to be able to see the sun be covered in fucking drones. Hey, look, there's a hole. The train must have died.
Eventually, they'll have artificial clouds, I guarantee it.
Don't give them ideas.
No, they're already making them, apparently, from what I've heard. And apparently they can fly at any one time for up to 3 months when it's done. That's really good.
Fuck's sake. I want to get off this planet.
Go to the moon!
It's like the Empire of Star Wars. It's taken over.
But there are other things. Google's got Project Loon.
No, they've got those cars that keep crashing.
No, they're the driverless cars, aren't they?
Yeah, I hate the idea of driverless cars. What's the point
of
having a car?
It's not a car then, is it? It's effectively a bus. It's effectively a bus. Someone else drives it for you.
It's effectively a
I guarantee all taxi drivers will be put out of business by it if it kicks on.
I don't want it to kick on.
No.
The idea of driving is fun. If you take that away from me, I'm fucking done for. Apart from gaming.
Yeah. Project Loon, which is Google's thing, they take high altitude balloons and then they float above the earth.
Airsoft gun.
Just as it takes off.
Bye bye Google. Oh, that'll be what Facebook do. They plan ahead. Little sniper lined up.
I think Facebook wants to connect everyone, but I think a lot of people, especially in India, just don't want to connect. Facebook were going to launch an internet service over there, which is like a free website service for people with mobile phones, and India went, no, we don't want that. It's like, not everyone wants to be connected.
I know.
It's like
everyone knows what you do.
Gaming at the minute is like everyone you want to play with your mates.
I don't.
There are very few games that I want to play with my mates.
FIFA, the odd one. F1, that's it.
No, there are a few others. Drive Club, you know, a lot of racing games and sports games and shooting games. That's it. I don't want to be, you know, if I'm
I don't want to say on Just Cause.
If I'm playing, say if I ever got The Witcher or something, I want a fucking leaderboard saying how well someone's done this mission.
Yeah, I logged onto Just Cause 3 the other day. Jack Millington beat you. Jack Millington beat you. Jack Millington beat you. Jack Millington beat you. Oh.
And it's just like, oh, I can't be arsed.
I gave up. I jumped out the plane and just gave up.
More British news. Would you believe it? This week's main news is effectively all about Britain.
Hey, that's something good.
I know. Made in Britain, the best team podcast. It's always been broken. But apparently, BT broadband.
BT.
BT and PlusNet users were unable to access websites again after problems with the service yesterday.
Did we? I
don't know. You're on BT, aren't you?
I know, but I had no problems yesterday.
Well, not everyone, maybe a lot of people.
Oh, fair enough.
You're in Greasby, you have your own internet spire. It's basically you just stick a small child on the top of a pole and just fry him to
Give
death.
him cookies. Stand there.
Just stand there, don't move.
We'll pay you cookies for your life.
The firm said the fault stemmed from Telehouse North. Yeah, blame the North. An exchange in London's Docklands. Apparently... Telehouse North, this is how stupid this is for some people who were left without access. Telehouse North confirmed that its network had been affected by a tripped circuit breaker. I'm right in saying a tripped circuit breaker is something that goes, it goes, there are two modes, there's either on or off. How can it trip?
So basically it's someone, oh shit, I tripped over a switch.
Someone's literally just left it halfway in the middle and just gone, we're just fucked off.
Oh my god, if you do that to lights, the entire electricity in the house goes off, you know. I've done it to my house, it's not good.
I wouldn't know. Apparently, HMRC tweeted a statement saying that customers might have difficulty accessing their systems due to a national IT supplier, BT, having UK-wide broadband infrastructure problems. You know when you see that sign, Made in Britain?
Yeah.
Apparently, in today's statement, BT said the latest power failure was substantial, but it had affected less. Here we go. Had affected less than 5% of customers' internet users.
All down south.
Assuming so. Yeah, it would be if it's in the Docklands. It would be. BT took immediate action to minimise these issues by redirecting traffic. Where?
How have they got no people?
I sit there and I look at British Telecom. For BT, for those that speak acronym, and I look at them and go, why? It's like, I want BT probably like, I don't know, maybe the third best provider in the UK, I think now. Because no Virgin Media are number one.
I don't know.
But
who's that? Who's Mikey with? Well, no.
He's with Virgin Media. It's his house. Mikey...
It's either his house or him.
Put it this way. In a worse news, it's a film.
Ooh.
New film is being made by Legendary Entertainment. For those of you who don't know who Legendary Entertainment were, they were the ones who did the
Hellboy, I think,
Warcraft movie that's just come out. It's supposed to be alright, apparently.
The reviews were decent.
I know, a gaming film, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually good.
Let's say Assassin's Creed is good or understandable. I have no hope.
But
if I was even just saying
sorry about that, there was a slight cut because of a phone call. Besides, they did the Warcraft film, they did Legendary Entertainment, they also did Jurassic World, Dark Knight Rises and the newest Godzilla.
Godzilla was a bit meh. Dark Knight Rises, yay!
Jurassic World was great, I love Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're doing? A live action Pokemon movie.
Yeah, I heard about this. Oh, Detective Pikachu. Nobody likes the idea of Detective Pikachu, apparently.
I mean, what is it about? I mean, is he looking for Pikachu?
It's just been announced in a new game, apparently, in Japan.
Yeah.
He's just a detective, but Pikachu, so Pika! You won't be able to stand him, but you'll go, Pikachu.
That's going to be mad, doing a live-action Pokemon.
And basically, it'll be animated Pokemon with a live person believing he's talking to.
Oh no, it'd be a CGI Pokemon, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so there's going to be a dumb person, i.e. Mikey, looking at the floor thinking he's talking to Pikachu.
That could work.
Hey Mikey, we found your dream job.
I think it's going to begin production in 2017, so I'm assuming it won't be out till 2018. So we're 2 years away. About 2 years away, I think. Maybe 2.5. But do I have hopes for a Pokemon film? I think it could work, but they've got to do it right. And let me just put it to you this way, people. If this works, this will open the floodgates for tons of anime films.
They've already started with Attack on Titan.
Well, Attack on Titan was something else
and
when it
they've
came
got
out.
Parasite coming out, and they've also got Sword Art. No, it's a new anime.
But this will mean Yu-Gi-Oh's got an outside chance. Dragon Ball Z's got an outside chance.
No, they tried Dragon Ball Z, that failed epically.
I think a lot of... You know what, though? The amount of remakes that are coming out lately, and things that are
There's
coming
been
up.
a fan-made Dragon Ball Z movie actually was selling it. That was actually quite decent.
But I think, Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon could have a chance. I think there's possibilities there.
You need the people who would like the movies like the shows to make them. You can't get some random director.
Oh, I think you need a person who knows the franchise. You need a person who knows how to direct. So you need someone to produce it who knows, someone who knows how to direct it,
and someone who likes the idea,
and then someone who's
you
got
can't
the
have
money.
someone who, I hate this anime, I hate this fucking movie, get me out of here.
Yeah, because it'd be half-arsed, exactly. But it could work. I think it might. I've got hopes for it. Well, they made Lego work.
I hated the end of that movie too. Why bring the idea of...
Don't spoil it. Because people haven't watched it.
It's been too...
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's people who still haven't seen the end of Sixth Sense. I came out in 1997. Just for... By the way, spoiler alert, Bruce Willis is a ghost. But, yeah. But the biggest news that comes out in the UK... The biggest news this year that we've done so far is that a legend returns.
Bubbles has returned back from Wales.
No, it's a TV series.
Oh yeah. Ooh, can I guess where it is?
Go on.
Robot Wars. Ding.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight at 8 o'clock, arguably one of the greatest TV shows ever made.
And Dora O'Brien. Yeah. I enjoy it.
Not Craig Charles. He's good, but he's not Craig Charles.
But he's funny.
Well, if he takes the mick like Craig Charles did, then it'll be fine. But Robot Wars returns tonight. If anyone's
They've
seen...
announced all the robots, haven't they? For the home team.
Yeah, there was...
What's the Scully one?
He's been there. You know when he did the live tours after Robot Wars ended? He's always been there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's been there since the start, hasn't he?
No, not Sir Kill-A-Lot. You mean the other one, don't you?
The one with like the...
It's like he looks really creepy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr... Do you know what? I've just seen how the deadly new house robots were born. So let's have a look then.
Have they got pictures on them?
They have got a few. I know Matilda's back.
I hope they have that little flip halfway through the fucking round. He's on the flip, let's do it. Ding! And he's gone into space. And he's back in.
Dead Metal's back.
What was that Warthog type one?
That was Matilda.
Matilda.
Yeah, it's now got a second flywheel at the back of it instead of the one that it originally had.
Really?
So now it does double the killing power. Kill-A-Lot's now been improved. He now does 10 mile an hour.
Which one's Kill? That could be the one.
The big one, yeah. Not Mr. I think it's Mr. Handy. I think his name was the other one. But Kill-A-Lot's been improved. The original one.
Guess he Kill-A-Lot.
And Shunt's back as well. That's Kill-A-Lot.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He looks evil.
Yeah, Kill-A-Lot looks like a badass. But for me, like, I love Robot Wars.
I used to watch it along with Takeshi's Castle back in the day.
Oh, Takeshi's Castle too, but actually I was late to Takeshi's Castle. I didn't watch it until the end of high school.
Tea time after school. Dad, can we put Takeshi's Castle on? Yeah. The hands. Dink.
But
That's funny.
is it gonna be as good? Yeah, fucking damn right it's gonna be. Because Jonathan Pierce, original commentator's back, so we all love him.
I wonder if they've got in the back of, the warehouse, they always do those little talks to the teams, don't they? Who have they got for that, or is that Dara?
Speaking to the teams, they've got a new woman in the pits.
That's what I'm talking
She's
about.
alright, I've forgotten her name though, she's quite good, she knows her stuff. But I have once again forgotten who it is. Not my day today. Not my day.
It's not. If Mikey was here, I'd try and guess.
Do you want me to have a look at the new ones?
Yeah, you go.
I won't take too long. Yeah, just put elevator music on for us. Angela Scanlon, that's the one. She's the one that's done as a pit. Oh yeah, I know her now. She's done a few stuff before. She's alright. But honestly, I'm so excited.
It's on 7 o'clock tonight, isn't it?
8 o'clock tonight it returns after 14 years.
It's been 14 years.
Channel 4, the last series it was on. Oh, wait, no, it was 2003, I think. Original series. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure.
It can't be 14 years since
I'm pretty sure it was. Just normal Robot
By the way,
Wars.
that'll be 13 years, not 14.
Yeah, if it is. 2004, so 12.
Jesus Christ. That's
12 years, and that was the Robot Wars Extreme series when they brought the international ones in and stuff. And that was on Channel 4, the last series, which was actually really good.
What's it going back to now, Channel 4 again?
Back to BBC, BBC 2.
Yay!
It's
No breaks.
Do you know the best thing is? It's took... Bloody hell, I went backwards. It's took over Top Gear's spot. So Sundays are now
I
back.
laugh if they get
Sundays
a load more
are
views.
back. Like I've got Top Gear on Sunday at 8 o'clock. I've got Robot Wars. It's like it's a dream come true.
If Robot Wars get more views than Top Gear, I will laugh.
Oh, you know it will, because so many people love Robot Wars. There was a brilliant bit of advertisement for it. There's one of the new robots that they've put in. Oh, I think it's called Thor or something like that. And
Wait, the number 4 or Thor?
It's 4 spelt, I think, or something similar. I know it's based off a Greek god. The name
Thor. Thor.
It could be. I think.
Not.
I know it began with a T.
It's not Greek. It's North. God.
It's either Greek or North, but I can't remember which one. But it's just said like that here. You know the driver, and it was just the two of us, and he's like spinning round, and then it just cuts to him kicking the shit out of a robot. It was dead funny. I was laughing my head off when I seen it, but I cannot wait. It is gonna be ace, and that's on in 3:20, so 4 hours and 40 minutes till the next Robot Wars begins.
You know what you're going to be fucking reviewing next week, don't you? The first episode of Robot Wars.
Me, yeah, probably. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Weird news now.
American?
It is effectively American, this one.
Okay.
Pokemon Go continues to hit the headlines.
Justin Bieber didn't get spotted.
He is a fucking Pokemon the way he looks. Border Patrol agents detained two teenagers from Canada on Thursday after they illegally crossed the border into the US while playing the game.
If they can do that while playing Pokemon, wonder who else has got past.
I know! Playing Pokemon. Oh, look at that! Oh, drowsy! And meanwhile, just like, freaking some bloke from the... was like...
Hey, did you see that thing on Facebook where people go, it says, don't Pokemon Go on fucking minefields? That means you know someone's done it.
The duo, who have not been identified, were so busy playing Pokemon Go that they didn't even realise they'd walked into the US.
Well, there isn't a giant fence.
I'm not in Canada, I don't think there is really.
So it's easy then, just walk through
Just walk through a field. Yeah. Agents apprehended the pair as they walked southbound near the Montana community of Sweets Grass, which borders the Alberta province town of Cooch. After discovering the teens were unaware of their surroundings and did not pose a threat, authorities transported them to the nearby patrol station. But, effectively the statement from US Customs said, yeah, both juveniles were so captivated by their Pokemon Go games that they lost track of where they were. And it's like, see, there is a way of playing, I've said this before, there's a way of playing Pokemon Go. You have your phone out, you have it on vibrate, right? Because when you walk near a Pokemon, it vibrates to let you know there's one around. And then you hold it like this. So you're kind of covering the screen, but you're sort of moving it so it doesn't switch itself off. And you just walk along. That's it. That's how you play Pokemon. It's dead easy, but people, for some reason, lamppost.
Oh my god. It's like the car park yesterday.
Hmm.
Everyone sat in their cars, smoking and phones out. You know they were playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah, you know for a fact they were playing.
Because they all just laughed as we were all pulling in. We're all there for the same reason.
Yeah, I was in New Brighton yesterday for anyone that didn't know, and the amount of people that were playing Pokemon Go was unreal. There was like, I counted about maybe 400 people.
I don't count that many.
There were so many people looking for Pokemon. And me and my friend were walking along, and we were walking along, and we went, oh yeah, we're just looking for this Eevee. And then someone went, oh, you playing Pokemon Go as well? And he went, oh, what's your strongest one? I went, Hypno. And he went, oh yeah, I've got a Drowsy. Yeah, and we were talking for 5 minutes. But it's nice to see that Pokemon Go is, I suppose, uniting people in a way.
Yeah.
Because, it's a nice thing, people are, talking to each other at least. Oh, by the way, just for the record, if you didn't know, there is now a Pokemon Go dating app.
Oh my god.
Someone has created it. I don't know where it is. I only read it briefly. This was about 5 days ago, I think I read this story.
What does it match when you first choose some Pokemon? You're a Charmander lover.
Apparently, you sign in, and then it links up onto your Pokemon Go, or something like that. I'm not sure how it exactly works. And then you both go looking for Pokemon on your date. That is apparently what it is.
Why can't you just ask someone you know, hey, do you want to go on a date? Pokemon going. Just do that.
Pokemon Go and chill.
Oh my god. Doing it while fucking Pikachu.
Oh no!
No, Jigglypuff.
When you finish drowsy. Now, I'm gonna
Charm.
I'm gonna ask you, right? If you hear a gadget called My Hitch, it's called My Hitch. This gadget. What do you think it is? My Hitch. What do you think it would?
My little grapple gun.
That's not bad. Not My Hitch. Yeah. No. Apparently, pulling a suitcase with your hands is difficult.
Don't say this is like that little driving suitcase that you can take.
No, it's not a driving suitcase. No, apparently, that's why there's Mr. Hitch, a brilliant plastic clip that lets you drag suitcases along with you around the airport by the back of your jeans.
Oh, that's fun, isn't it? My suitcase isn't moving. Oh,
so
shit,
literally, for anyone
that
doesn't know, you get a hook. You know the back part of your jeans is always like where your belt would go. So you've got to wear a belt to do this. You hook it onto the back of your jeans and then you walk.
What about if your suitcase falls over?
The thing is though, this is selling. I was like, why don't we have a stupid idea and just sell it to people?
Why are people so lazy they can't use
What? Do you know what we could do?
hand?
I know. But apparently it's been taken off in America.
Oh, you know why, don't you?
Because people are too lazy.
Yeah.
Why don't we have a stupid idea? Why don't we get right? You know what we could do?
We're not lazy.
We could take a typical household item, like a bolt, right? Get a bolt, and you could market it as the next best tool to shut up your husband or your wife.
Or Mikey.
Yeah, exactly. You could go, oh, you're kicking off again. Get the new bolt. It ties across someone's mouth to shut them the fuck up. That's your advertising campaign, and it'll sell £20,000.
Now, Mikey,
Job done.
get ready for next time if you go.
Apparently, this My Hitch luggage clip works best with suitcases under £25, that's weight. It's best to wear a belt while using it so your pants don't fall down.
Told you.
Don't say. And if you're travelling in a dress, make sure it's a belted one. Who wears a dress going through an airport?
Someone who's been on holiday.
Maybe a summery dress, but wouldn't you just pull it along? Wouldn't that be easier rather than putting a belt around your dress? There
are some dresses like that, you know.
There are, maybe like a jean type dress or something like that. You do see them.
Yeah.
But, man, it's just getting nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. World's getting lazy and stupid. We're turning into Wally. We're going to be the planet that flies off with all fat people on chairs. Can't be us carrying our own luggage. And then we'll get robots to help us on the toilet. And then we'll all get murdered by aliens. They're easy targets, let's take them.
In other news...
British?
No, it's weird news in China.
Hey, something different.
In 104 degree heat in China, so so that'd be 40 degrees centigrade.
Whew.
It's probably not a good idea to eat hot foods or foods that might make you sweat.
Why?
Why do you think? Because it's 40 degrees.
Oh, God help me if I ever go to China.
But at Song Dynasty Town, which is an amusement park in Hangzhou, Zhejiang province of China.
You practice that, didn't you?
No, I've literally only just read it. My Chinese pronunciation is always on point. It's other things I have to practice. On July the 20th, this...
2 days ago.
A couple of days ago, yeah.
4 days ago.
Tourists from all over competed in a pepper eating competition. And added in an unusual component to their contest to help contestants beat the heat. Do you know what they did? To try and keep cool?
Ice.
You're not far off. Because the temperature in Hangzhou had skyrocketed, they put in ice buckets.
So I was right.
Pretty much, yeah. They were literally, though, completely immersed eating this chili in an ice bucket.
Oh, so they sat in the ice bucket.
It was a massive ice bucket that could fit them in entirely, and they sat in it whilst eating with the clothes on.
Oh my god, that's a brilliant idea.
And there's a picture here. I can't show you this because of copyright reasons, but look at the middle picture I'm about to show you, and he is the coolest man in the history of the land. He's eating a bloody ghost chili, and he doesn't even look like he's sweating. The second one down. He's just like... for those of you that obviously can't see, he's literally took half a bite of a chili, and he's like, it's alright, this.
I remember when I ate a chili back in high school, put my finger in my eye.
Oh,
biggest mistake I ever made. Help me!
Oh,
tears rolling down.
Oh no, we had chilies in high school once. They were friggin' hot, but
my mate brought them in for like a day.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot I'd ate one and
I've got another weird story.
How many weird stories have we got?
This is the last one.
Ooh.
Before we go on to game and news. But you can do your movie review first if you want.
Sad.
Now, in Russia, they're known for weird things, as we know. They're a bit weird. Nope. This is not in Russia. I've read it wrong. Apologies.
Wow, we got something wrong for once.
Oh, yeah. Oh no. Who said romance is dead?
Me.
A couple were caught having sex in broad daylight on a pavement near a main road.
Well, he must have been horny.
Apparently, this guy had his trousers around his ankles, and the man was wearing a Nike black jumper. You could tell they're in Eastern fucking Europe. And while he was holding his half-naked partner in the middle of the day.
So,
in the middle of the day, like the pair apparently were.
Wait, was it a public place, like a load of people there?
It was next to a main road.
Oh, it's
on a busy day.
Oh. I don't know. Putting a show on for drive-by?
Apparently, some people were asleep nearby, and it says, loud moans woke up the residents. I was like, well, someone's doing their job at least, you know what I mean?
Wake up, you lazy fucks.
Apparently, the lovers could reportedly face a heavy fine for hooliganism if they're exposed.
Well, you can get fined for hooliganism. Can't say the fucking word.
Hooliganism.
Yeah, can you?
Apparently, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
But to be brutally honest with you, like, someone put the best comment though. Someone put a picture up of this happening. Obviously, it was censored, and the best comments I've seen underneath, because he was wearing a Nike t-shirt, just 3 words. Just put, just do it. Oh man, that is mad. I mean, on a main road, like,
you can get fined for doing anything nowadays, can't you?
Yeah, but you don't want to see people having sex next to a main road, do you? No, you don't.
Something new to fucking see, wouldn't it?
I don't want to necessarily see a guy balls deep in his woman.
You know what I mean, but see something different compared to...
I'd rather see that. But anyway, you got a movie review today.
Yes, my movie is Star Trek Beyond. The third in the
wow,
series.
you sounded so thrilled to say that.
It was actually quite a good movie, to be fair.
So do you want to talk about it then? Talk about the plot.
Talk about the plot. I don't want to ruin it.
Well, you can.
I can ruin it, can I?
No, you can't tell us what happens in the end, but you can tell us the basis of how it all starts. And
it starts off from the end of the second movie where they...
Spoiler alert!
Actually, it's a spoiler alert. Basically, the Enterprise has gone to explore deep space first time for 5 years. They dock off somewhere, like somewhere in space, obviously, and then they're given a mission to go and rescue someone. or rescue a ship that crashed. Wow, 40 minutes. Not bad.
You know.
And then they somehow they crash land on a planet.
Oh god, this ain't starting great.
I don't want to ruin it. Right, oh, what have we got to? Crash land on a planet, so obviously the Enterprise is
wrecked.
Yeah. And then this, I don't want to ruin the story because that's where it gets interesting. To be fair, the comedy aspects of this film are quite funny. Simon Pegg, hilarious.
Simon Pegg's always been the comedic value in the Star Trek films, though. So
Spock was a bit.
Spock is Spock.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Spock is Spock. You know.
Who's the guy who does the Dark? He did Dread. What's his name? The New Zealand guy. He did Lord of the Rings.
I'm not the right person to ask.
Well, he did.
I don't watch Star Trek, you see, so I don't know.
Well, the actor who played him, he did a pretty decent job doing it all funny and sarcastic. I think it's more funny than serious, this one. Yeah,
so you're telling me they've made a borderline comedy film?
It's not borderline. Well,
is it more drama?
The jokes made me laugh, but I'd say
what did you enjoy?
The jokes.
Mostly the jokes.
The story, you could see what was coming after half an hour.
Oh, could you? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty. Oh god. So
that was a weakness.
Yeah, you knew what was coming, and because it's Star Trek, you know how it's going to end. So they did do something honourable for Leonard Nimoy though, which was quite decent because he passed, didn't he?
Yeah. Did they do anything so to speak that was maybe a bit left field, what you might not have expected?
No. It's Star Trek, you know what's going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
It's not like Star Wars where they kill off main characters.
Spoiler alert! But, oh jeez. I mean, you're not really selling this film to me, to be honest.
Honestly, I enjoyed it for the laughs and giggles, but that was about it.
It was a story that bland. I mean, with any good acting performances aside from Pegg, I mean, with
the new alien woman, she was quite good. And Chris Pine plays Kirk. He was decent, as he is in the other Star Trek movies, but apart from that...
Were they better than the other Star Trek ones?
No. It wasn't as good as the old Star Trek.
No, I mean the latest reboot films.
Yeah, no, they weren't as good as...
Oh, weren't they? No, they were worse.
It wasn't, as say, worse, but just not as gripping.
So you're telling me that you're telling me it's worse than the second one?
That was good. I liked that movie.
I did not like that movie.
How could you not like that movie?
He was all over the place.
Idris Elba, that's how you say his first name, isn't it? He did a decent job as the bad guy. Spoiler alert. Actually, that just ruined the entire plot. My bad. Woo! Yeah. You don't figure out. You don't find out until 10 minutes to the end anyway. So, have fun.
Oh god! I mean,
second one was a lot better.
What did you not enjoy, so to speak?
Because you just expected what was going to happen.
Was that what it was? It just
you knew what was coming.
Was the CGI any good?
Oh yeah, that was spot on.
Spot on, yeah. Oh, alright.
The ship at the end was quite decent as well, but you'd have to know the backstory of Star Trek to understand it.
That's true.
Which I don't.
Fucking great. So you're telling me this is this is a film for people who've seen the first Star Treks? No, I mean the newest ones.
Yeah.
So you're telling me. So you're telling me, say, if someone who hadn't watched any Star Trek before, they wouldn't understand this film.
Well, I wouldn't say wouldn't understand it as much. You'd understand the plot because it tells you instantly at the start.
Oh, okay. So there's a flashback.
It's not a flashback, but it says what they've done.
Oh, okay.
So it says they're on a 5-year expedition into deep space, exploring new.
With the words scrolling up in about.
Wrong movie.
I know. Look, would you give it a rating? I mean, could you give it any rating?
I'd give.
I mean, you've said the CGI was good.
The CGI was great.
Was quite good.
Comedy was funny.
Comedy was good.
Well, my mate didn't find it funny, but I did. It was like the stupid jokes.
You're quite strange. You're always swinging a miss with films for comedy. You are for something.
Simon Pegg's comedy was spot on as always. The little. If any of you have seen the past two movies, you know Simon Pegg is like a little green companion, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's funny for the moments he's in it. It's not a lot, but spoiler alert.
That wasn't a spoiler alert. So what would you give it then?
6 out of 10.
6, yeah.
It wasn't as good as the second one, but that was like pure serious with Khan. This one was a bit more, light-hearted. But you can tell it's done by a different director though as well.
Was that better or worse?
Worse.
Worse, yeah. Well then.
And it had the same freaking...
Oh.
Add that again. You know where the ship just goes drop. The camera angle just waits. Hey, they've oh no, they haven't.
Oh dear.
So 6 out of 10 for
Star Wars,
Star Trek Beyond.
I don't care.
Sure, then we just got a message from El Quito.
Oh my god! Have you seen it too?
How
Did you watch the same race?
It was fucking.
Don't, no.
We've both seen it. We've both seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I have. Yes, it says you have.
I haven't even looked at it.
We're taking a quick break to take the piss out of El Quito.
I'm not taking a quick break. I'm carrying on.
Shall we just reply quick?
You can if you want, but I'm gonna read out some gaming news while you do that.
Oh, gaming news. There hasn't been much this week.
Yeah, I've got something big at the end.
Is it to do with Spider-Man, please?
No.
It's the one game I'm looking forward to.
In recent days, developers of Rocket League and Witcher 3 have both called on Sony to break down the walls, to allow cross-play between both networks of PS4 and Xbox. Which they've been...
I don't want that to happen.
And Sony now is literally the only one that's sat there going, no, I don't really want to. But apparently there is... But this is what they've been saying. And I sat there and I thought about this, like, it'd be quite cool in a way, but then it would kind of there'd be no point in having console exclusives, would there then? If that happened...
It'd just be one console.
Then it would be...
It'll be the PlayStation.
It'd be the
360.
No, it'd be the Playbox. Or the X-Play. It'd be one of them, wouldn't it?
Oh my god, the X-Play just sounds bad.
Oh yeah, it does actually, yeah. No. Actually, no, that is the back end of the market type of thing. They sell in alleyways, just like hiding in the corner. Do you want an X-Play?
Just bent over. Hey.
I don't want to know. Apparently, though, because there's been crossplay between PS4 and PC for a long time, and then Xbox and PC have just jumped on the bandwagon, which is a bit weird. And then Sony told GameSpot the other day that it was open to the idea. It says PlayStation has been supporting cross-platform play between PC on several software titles, starting with Final Fantasy XI back in 2002. We would be happy to have the conversation with any publishers or developers who are interested in cross-platform play. We would be now this is the key sentence here. We would be happy to have the conversation with any publishers. We would be happy to have the conversation. We would be happy to have the conversation. Yeah, fuck you.
There wouldn't be a market if they're just going to do cross-platform.
There'd be no point in console exclusive then if they did that.
There wouldn't be a point in console.
And for a fact that the big bosses at Microsoft and PlayStation sat there like, no, we can't be having that. That's the problem. It could work for indie titles.
Indie titles, yes, but big, massive games.
But big
like
games,
and stuff.
they'd really be pissed off with that.
I mean,
on the one hand, it would be great to get rid of console exclusives.
Why? The fact we've got Tomb Raider back compared to the Xbox twads. Hey!
That's true. I mean, Tomb Raider is coming back, but they have missed a trick by making it a year-long exclusive. They've lost a ton of sales that they could have had if they'd have just...
Yeah, but it's all good for us. We get it.
Yeah, we get it now, but not the developer project.
I don't care about them.
You do, because then they can't make another game. Silly man. I do like the idea of cross-platform, but
then they'd have to make the same game twice for people who bought Xbox and the people who bought...
So why not make one console? Or
they'd sack more people, they'd lose more money, because it would just be one console if it's not good.
No, if there's one console, everyone would buy it and it would make tons of money.
Yeah, but if it's crap, then they'd lose more sales.
No, they would. If there's one console, everyone would buy it. It doesn't need to be amazing. They would buy it. If it was just an evolution of the Xbox, say the Project Scorpio Xbox and the Neo combined, and they made the mega console. Millions
4K fucking graphics.
Millions of people would buy that.
Because they'd have no other choice.
Exactly. There you go.
But then they wouldn't buy as many. Well,
they would buy games.
They would buy games.
But I'm with you. I don't like the idea of cross-platform. It's a good idea.
I like the fact we can take the piss out of Xbox players.
Well, they took the piss out of me for about 6 years.
Well, Mikey taking the piss out of you.
Xbox 360 better than PS3. It was. Well done.
Now it's not.
Worrying news coming from one of the most anticipated games of this year.
Oh god.
As I try and get this.
Don't say F1 or
it is not
Final
F1.
Fantasy.
It is not Final Fantasy.
Oh, is it Zero Dawn?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, that's the one.
Were you going to say Zero Dawn Horizon?
Yeah.
You were very close. Let's call it Horizon. I'll know what you're on about then. Actually, no, don't call it Horizon because then I think it's Forza.
Oh, I hate Forza.
Sure.
Hate rant.
It's your favourite game back in the day, Forza. You liked Forza.
I mean, back on our little lunch breaks in HMV practicing.
Didn't you play Xbox One? Did you get Forza, didn't
I
you?
got Forza 5, yeah.
You didn't get 6, did you?
Yep.
I know Mikey got 6.
I got pissed off at 5, let alone 6.
Now, No Man's Sky. There's a bit of trouble brewing there. Bear in mind that No Man's Sky has just gone gold the week before, so it's getting ready to launch. It could be a calamity, and it's all to do with the super formula that they've got. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what the super formula is, basically, it's a formula developed by a man called Johan Gielis, and it's basically, it describes complex shapes and curves found in nature. To put it simply, it's basically the type of thing that you'd put in programming a game that would have procedurally generated planets. What's No Man's Sky based off?
Giant planet.
Generated planets. Now, apparently, or allegedly, No Man's Sky has used this formula. Now, No Man's Sky are the people behind it at Hello Games are the only people that know if it's in the game or not. If it's not in the game, then it's not to worry. There won't be any issues. But if it is, there could be some copyright infringements on the way.
Someone copyrighted the formula.
Oh yeah, you copyright everything nowadays.
Oh, that's pretty stupid, isn't it?
I mean, it's a genius.
Oh, free well, not anymore.
if you make a formula that could be put into procedurally generated games, you would make a ton of money. I'm telling you, that's how you do it. You copyright.
They might have paid the guy to use it. You never know.
No, but apparently the guy that said it said he doesn't know. He didn't give them permission to use it.
Well, maybe they made their own code.
They could have done, but the thing is, they published in the New Yorker, No Man's Sky, Hello Games, in the New Yorker in May 2015 the super formulas that they did, and they are very similar to the ones that are
Not
in
similar,
the...
not the same.
Well, apparently they are the same. I'm saying similar because they look similar, but I don't know because I don't make formulas.
Oh, okay.
But apparently Jenny Cap, who the people who are behind this formula, said, if Hello Games used our technology at some stage, we'll have to go to the table, discussions. We have reached out to them, but understand they've been busy. Well, they've kind of been making a game for the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. And it's gone gold.
Yeah, exactly. It is not too far away from release now. And to be honest with you, we don't know what's going to happen. There could be legal action. There could be a settlement. There could be anything.
Or the game could be stopped from being sold.
I don't think it can once it goes in the shops. It's down to the retailers.
Okay, there'll be a certain amount. There'll be limited edition No Man's Sky.
Whether you want it or not. And the last thing we've got is the upcoming games from next month.
Next month? Ooh.
August.
F1.
Shut your face. We've got some... this is the beginning of the big releases now. We're moving into gaming mode.
Oh, entering gaming.
Yeah, we're into the busy time now.
August. What is it? Gaming term.
Yeah. August to end of April it'll be now. So we're on our way.
Yay.
Ones that are coming out, Batman has got the episode 1 of The Realm of Shadows coming out on PS4. Which is being made by Telltale, who are some of the best storytellers in the world.
Yeah, I think I saw that little trailer, like the animated type thing.
It'll be good. It's always
It won't
good.
be anything like Arkham, though.
Well, I don't know.
That was meant to be coming out this week, I should say. The Arkham Return stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's not though, is it?
Back indefinitely.
Yeah. If you still play The Division, Underground DLC is coming out this week.
Yeah, Eve. That turned out to be...
Oh, the 2nd of August, rather.
I haven't seen Mikey play that in ages either.
I have.
Have you?
I have. I've played it, yeah. There's a game that I've no idea what it's about. It's called Emily Wants to Play. I'll let your mind pick out whatever you think it means. That's on the 9th of August. Apparently that's in North America only, so makes sense. On the 10th of August, the first of the big ones, it's No Man's Sky. That comes out, what's the date today? 24th.
7, then 10, 17 days.
17 days, 2 weeks. Bound is like a little PSN type game on the PS4. That's coming out on the 16th of August. That's going to be quite cool. I'm looking forward to that. 19th of August in Europe. Formula 1 2016!
Yeah, Mikey won't be playing it.
Fuck off, Crofty.
Is he gone finally?
No, he'll be there.
Oh, no. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the British Grand Prix.
Oh, shut up, Crofty!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up,
Welcome to
Crofty!
the Canadian GP.
Well, remember when he first came into it, it was 2030. Yeah, it was, welcome to Formula 1 2013! Shut up, Crofty.
I hate Crofty.
There's other things that are coming out in August 2. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. That's quite a big game that's coming out. That's on the 23rd. If you play Madden, that comes out on the 23rd in North America. Worms has got another game coming out on the 23rd too. The biggest racing game, arguably, of the month comes out, Assetto Corsa, on the 26th of August, which will sell more. F1 more likely, because, on console at least. Attack on Titan's got a game coming out on the 26th. There's a couple of other things that I might have missed out here.
Nope, you haven't missed anything.
No, Resident Evil 4's coming out on the PS4, which is a remaster, I'm assuming. And that, I believe...
Is it for August?
Is it for August, I think. I don't think there's anything else. I'm just looking on into September to see if there's anything.
Ooh, Final Fantasy September. Or was it October?
It's not September.
No, it's Halloween, yeah. It's October.
There's a bunch of stuff anyway in September, but we'll say that on the final week of August.
Hey!
Which would coincide with the end of August. Anyway, that's been it for this week's podcast. We've actually,
just under an hour.
Which is the way it needs to be.
Should be.
Yeah, it won't be though. No, but it is today.
Hey!
If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at JapTM53. If you want to follow Mikey, you can follow him at Derp. No, you can follow Mikey Keating XD. You can follow Matty on a street in Greasby somewhere outside his house. You can like us on Facebook if you really can be arsed.
YouTube.
Also, well, if you're on YouTube, I mean, if you're watching this video, you could watch the video.
You can like us if you liked it without Mikey.
Or you subscribed, you know, if you wanted to. You don't have to. We've got 6 subscribers.
But please like the video. It's where it's only me here, not Mikey. Please.
That would be hilarious. There's nothing else, I don't think.
We'll see you next week when someone turns 22.
Oh yeah, he'll be 22 next week, so we'll have the birthday podcast special. I've already got next week's song lined up, so that'll be a friggin'
happy birthday to you.
I'm not that tacky. But that's it for this week's podcast. It's bye from Matty.
Bye.
It's bye from Mikey. Okay. It's bye from me. Goodbye, and we've been Yes Team.